What's up, y'all? I'm Frederick with CHH Talk, and this is another episode of Quarantine Christians Reigniting the Faith.
And I'm fresh out of quarantine, mask off and I dash off, yeah, gotta explore the scene, fresh cut so the cap off, yeah, I can't afford to sleep, how about the door to see, yeah, I'm fresh out of quarantine, I'm fresh out of quarantine, yeah, and I'm fresh out of quarantine, mask off and I dash off, yeah, gotta explore the scene, fresh cut so the cap off, yeah, I can't afford to sleep, how about the door to see, yeah, I'm fresh out of quarantine, I'm fresh out of quarantine, yeah,
I'm fresh out of quarantine, mask off and I dash off, yeah, gotta explore the scene.
With this week's special guest, Jon Keith. How you doing, Jon?
Doing good, man. How about you?
Bro, I'm doing good, bro. I appreciate you for coming on, dog. So for every episode, I have a different theme. I want to give it a different title, so based on what they're doing. And lately, you've been, with your village campaign, like, yo, we live from the village, we live from the village. So I thought it'd only be fitting to do this episode live from the village.
Man.
Okay, he made plans to be the greatest, he elevated. Like taking candy, these rappers up like some nowadays off hiatus. Them rubber bullets couldn't penetrate us, who could fade us, get me, go get.
If that's okay with you.
Indeed. Absolutely.
Appreciate it. So first I want to say congratulations for the engagement, bro. That was great.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. And you've mentioned many times in your music that your relationship and how your fiance has helped you out and how she's been there for you. So can you just go into a little bit of that?
I mean, yeah, the way that my pastor put this, I feel like just is such a perfect description. You get in a relationship and God uses you and your significant other to highlight patterns in your life that don't come from God. You know what I'm saying? So she's been a perfect highlighter. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's, really just anything. You know what I'm saying? She's just helped me grow. Even if it's in the form of when we argue and you know what I'm saying, if I tend to do something that is unhealthy when a person when we argue, when I'm upset, you know what I'm saying, and it hurts her, and even if it's God using that like that, he's like, this is the thing, this is hurting her, this is the thing that doesn't come from me. This is a pattern in your life that doesn't come from me, and then I can make adjustments. Or whether it's something, not quite like that, but it's like, a pain, a struggle that I've had for most of my life, and then, like for instance, I struggle with my view of myself. It's been a very unhealthy view in my life.
Yeah, I can hate myself just fine without your help. And you acting like you don't just doesn't help. Yeah. I should be used to this, I ain't never known nothing else.
Not seeing myself how God sees me, but just seeing all of the mess. And she's been a great tool to like minister to that, it's crazy. Yeah. She's a perfect highlighter.
That's great. That's a good explanation. That's beautiful that you have someone who's able to help you out through all of that, bro. Like I said, congratulations on the engagement, bro. And
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope that y'all just live a long, happy life together, bro. Okay, so shifting gears a little bit. What was life like for you artistically before COVID had really hit? Like, what were you
artistically before COVID hit?
Yeah, so like what were you doing? Like, what was your moves? Everything that you was up to before the pandemic and the quarantine started.
Oh man, we had a couple tours planned. We had multiple shows. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, what happened. Yeah, but I mean, also wasn't able to spend as much time with music,
Yeah.
So a good did come out of it. You know what I'm saying? I got like a mixtape and a half out of just the time that I spent on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? And we're about to, start rolling that out slowly, but yeah.
No, bro, that's what's up. That's good. Usually that's what the common answer is. Just like, people of course had the regular year and, in front of them, they're going to do all that stuff. Then COVID hit. So they kind of got in their bag just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, once you realize that quarantine was a reality, you just, started making music and getting into that for real. Well, you were already in it for real, but just more than you had expected.
Yeah. I mean, like it was kind of the only, there was three things that kept me sane during that time, and it was Jesus, my fiance, and I mean she wasn't my fiance at the time, she was my girlfriend, but them two and music, that was it. I wasn't able to see friends. I really was actually separated from my family as well.
Oh wow.
Because my father had COVID, and then I was in a predicament where if I wasn't able to work because I was working a job as well. I didn't have any Wi-Fi at my house because we had just moved in like legitimately the week before COVID hit.
Oh wow.
And so nobody was allowed to come into our house and set up Wi-Fi. So I was without Wi-Fi, and if I was without Wi-Fi, I was without a job. So my girlfriend's parents were kind enough to let me be there and work, but the thing is, they were like on serious lockdown as well. So if I left, I wasn't allowed to come back. And so, yeah, I was separated from my family like for 2 months or so.
Oh damn!
I needed work. I needed money still. You know what I'm saying? It was just a doozy. So, yeah, man.
Sheesh.
I needed that.
I mean, yeah. Dang, bro. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. Excuse me. Sorry to hear that it started off so bad for you, bro. But God provided a way despite the uncomfortable circumstances that presented. But
absolutely,
that's good. So, would you say that you kind of got to bond with I know that you called your fiance's mom your mother-in-law, but like your future parents-in-law, like you got to bond with them throughout that time and meet them?
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm definitely I'm close with her parents. Yeah, they've really just kind of like embraced me, kind of from the jump. So yes, and also it didn't feel like, it didn't even feel much like that. It just felt like, I don't know, being with other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't really feel like in-laws. You know what I'm saying?
Word. That's good. Okay, so I remember. Okay, so I met you on Clubhouse. I don't know if you remember me, but yeah, I met you on Clubhouse. We had cool conversations and stuff. Considering that Olympus is your child, like that's your baby, can we expect more artistry like that now that you're independent, or you're going to go into a different direction?
Oh no, I mean, like that is tough. Just I mean, like, so there are elements of Olympus for sure that I think are just a part of my sound now. But I never want to try and replicate the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to move it forward and make, just better music, to be honest. So I do feel like the music that I'm making now is my favorite that I've made.
Yeah, I'm at the top of my game. It's only Christ to blame. We know the reason you came. Diamonds and dollars and chains. She wanna be where it's shining.
You know that she wanna be where it's shining. On the coast, need the sun cause she a rose. We go out and do the most. Yeah. Fresh off hiatus, we back.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's you know, I have a mixtape like done, and then I'm working on my project Live from the Village, which is, you know, yeah, I'm super encouraged by that project. I'm just like conceptually and sonically, and like I feel like it's gonna be a defining moment. I think, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, but yeah, there. I mean, so there's always gonna be elements, I think, of Olympus, but not. I never want to replicate. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Speaking of the Village, I remember you saying like the Village. I think it was on your IG story, but you said it's like a collective, not a label, of people who like have no home or who have always felt misplaced. Is that going to be like the overarching theme of your project?
Yes. So, it's the overarching theme, but there is a story and like a specific narrative that I'm telling with it. And I think it's just gonna be something really special. That it's unique for sure, you know. But yeah, to answer your question, like yes, that is the main focus of the project. I just wanted to dive in and like create an anthem, you know what I'm saying, for the people that have struggled with what I struggle with, and show them how God moves in the midst of those feelings that come, you know.
Most definitely. Um, you just I watched your video with Rusan that y'all did about you leaving, but now that you've left King's Dream, like how are you feeling after you left, and now that you were after the distribution deal with Amplify and everything that you started, how did you feel, and how do you feel now?
How did I feel about that, or just how do I feel as an artist? Like,
I mean, as an artist, as a as just like in every aspect, like how did it all affect you?
Man, I'll say that, I feel like it felt freeing, you know what I'm saying? Like it did. Like it felt like I always envied some of the artists, whether in this space or in another, that got to just kind of sit back and be artists. You know what I'm saying? Like they really didn't have to worry about the I don't know, the other side of things, you know what I'm saying? They were just able to sit back and be artists and create. I used to envy that. And then I realized that that's not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be in charge of everything. So you know what I'm saying? So that was definitely an exciting moment when I was able to go independent, and then working with Amplify just feels like I don't know. It's I feel like I have a lot of support, you know what I'm saying? But I still feel like I'm steering the ship, which is really important to me. So
that sounds like a healthy, like alternative, not necessarily alternative, but a new thing that you're able to find, and that's good. So whenever you left, I was like, huh? I didn't want to ask anything or write anything because I didn't want to. It wasn't my business at the time. But I watched the video. It's good to see that y'all two are on good terms. Good to see that y'all are going in all directions, the right way. It's nothing crazy, bro. And I wish you the best with all of that, most definitely. And I'm looking forward to hearing everything you do.
Appreciate it, man.
Okay, so I remember. So on the song, was the song called "Live from the Village" the bonus song on Anti-Hero?
The bonus song was called Village Preview.
Love Village Preview. Appreciate it. I don't know. I just remember hearing a lot from the Village. But one of your lyrics goes, "Them rubber bullets couldn't penetrate us." So how have you dealt with like the whole racial social justice movement, whatever people want to call it, that happened this year?
How I felt, man, I was a mess during that time. It was tough. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah, bro. If you don't want to go into it too deep, and that's all you gotta say, I understand.
Yeah, it was tough.
If that's all you gotta say, bro. I completely understand, and that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily as good, but bro, I get it, dog. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't like going back into it. Also, I just had like that write up I did for Black Joy is Magic. Like that was hard, dude. That was hard writing up, cause But speaking of Black Joy is Magic, like that was, first of all, phenomenal. Definitely got the message across, and I appreciate you, Belief, and George Coltrane for doing that, bro. So like, do you want to do more like acting stuff in the future, or like different types of art?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely. Like I loved that. I mean, I've wanted to act for a while, but I loved that. That was amazing. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, on top of that, like it was that specific process was just so like awesome. You know what I'm saying? And it was just special. And to be able to work with, you know what I'm saying, Belief, who's the big homie, but like he's still, I mean, he's Belief. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like man, that's like icon stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that I definitely I want to do more stuff with them, but I also just want to do more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to act as well. I actually wanted to act before I wanted to rap.
Really?
Yeah. But when I found music, I just got so passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? But I am passionate about acting. I'm a movie person. You know what I'm saying? Like I watch hella movies. Like I usually know the names of the actors and who they are, and you know what I'm saying? Like I pay attention to all of that stuff.
You like analyze the cinema, not just watching the movie.
The cinema, exactly.
I'm a communications major, so I totally get it. I definitely enjoy acting, and it was cool to see. I think it was some music video, but you were like acting, and it was like Paul Russell and Ruslan and you were like making jokes or something like that. I was like, dude, this is like really natural. This was back in probably 2018.
Yeah, it was a while ago, but yeah, they were and that's the funny thing about that situation. They were just like, yo, say some stuff. And I was like, all right, here we go.
Nah, bro, I mess with it. I definitely like, acting music videos or whatever you do, just acting in general. I definitely want to see it, bro. You got the whole thing about it, the whole thing about you. Okay, so if like the CDC, well, I mean, it's weird because, okay, I usually ask this question and it's like an impossible question, but now with like the vaccine and stuff and all that stuff coming out, it could be a reality. So if the CDC, World Health Organization, and everybody and their mama says like, hey, yo, COVID's gone, we can go back outside, what are you going to start doing?
I'm about to turn up. No, I think that's just too exciting to even think about. Like, I think that like I would, man, probably start working on some tours. You know what I'm saying? Working on different things. I know after. I mean, I've just had a lot of conversations because I mean, like, we're friends out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the artists and everything like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've talked with Cole about doing some. You know what I'm saying? I've talked with Dill and Ecleso about putting something together with the three of us after the I'm Up video, which would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But we got some things. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing solid, but just conversations that we've been having. So, yeah, like that's an exciting thought. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be amazing if we were able to do that.
From the way that we're going, it might just be a reality by the middle of next year, bro. So, definitely. Well, thank you for doing this, bro. This meant a lot. I'm definitely, as much as I am a journalist, I always try to be a fan because, you know, I'm a fan. So I definitely appreciate you. Appreciate what you're doing, bro. The message that you're bearing whenever you get into the booth. And yeah, so this was episode, I don't even know. This was episode whatever of Quarantine Christians with Jon Keith. Jon Keith, you got anything to say? Closing remarks?
You know, pay attention. We got some things going on. You know what I'm saying? We live from the village, baby.
Word.
Some things about to happen. Some serious moves is about to start popping. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it.
Hey, well, last question. When you got merch dropping soon, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We don't have a date yet, but we're coming close to
Baby.
We want to make sure we do something that's, you know what I'm saying, fire, not just a basic thing to get people to wear some stuff, but we want to imagine like a village uniform. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we want. We want to make sure that the merch reflects the message and the movement behind what we're trying to do. So yeah.
No, bro, I appreciate it. And
she wanna be where it's shining. Yeah, I said it's all in the timing. You know that.